What's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to basically be showing you what Ghosts of Tabor is as a game. A question I get asked a lot is basically like, what's the point of the game? What do you do in the game? So I'm just going to kind of show you what the game is all about. And the game is an extraction shooter. It's very similar to Tarkov if you have that as a point of reference. But basically the game is about survival. It's a very realistic shooter where you basically are in your bunker and you can go out on raids and then bring stuff back to your bunker as long as you don't die when you're out on the raids. So that's what we're going to do today. Things that you might be looting are weapons and armor, as you can see here, but you'll also want to be looking for food and water because there is a hunger and thirst system in the game right now. And if you get too hungry, you get too thirsty, and you don't die. When you die, those reset. You will actually die of hunger and thirst. So you want to make sure that you have food and water both in your bunker, but also out when you're on raids. Okay, so let's jump into the armor really quick. These are some of my weapons. I'm actually not super stocked, but yeah, you can see there's a lot of different weapons and then also lots of different attachments and things for weapons. So this is my setup that I'm running with today. This is a sight I can just slap on there. I could also put one of these other sights on there. Also got a laser on there that I can click on and off, as well as this grip, which is gonna help me with recoil a little bit. And then you gotta get mags in the gun. The other thing I have on is body armor. This is actually the highest level body armor in the game. And then it's got a mag pouch on it. You can see I can grab and put that wherever I want to put it. And the last thing you're going to need is a backpack for loot so that when you go in, you find good stuff, you can actually come out with good stuff. And then these are nerds that I'm just going to use to heal myself and then extra mags. Okay, so the only goals that really exist in Ghosts of Tabor are these missions. So these are actually all traders. Here, let's go to available. So these are all the different traders and they all sell different wares. And so you can complete missions for all of these people, and then completing those missions will level up your basically rep with them, and then you'll be able to buy higher level gear or whatever they sell. So Spectre is a gun store basically. I have them at level 2. I'm working on it. I'm doing some for Jiri's, which is sort of like a little junk mart, but they also sell armor piercing ammo, so that's why I'm leveling them up. There's others like Minty, and all the missions are different. So Minty has more like collect these things missions. So I usually just wait till I have those things and I turn them in for Minty. But let's actually, before we go out on a raid, I'm going to show you the Tabor Market just so you get an idea of what this actually looks like. So we go into our menu, hit Tabor Market, and we'll load into Tabor Market. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this game is that all of this is still in development, so none of it is like written in stone. All of it could change. But yeah, you can see this is Shiro. This is all ammo crafting stuff. That's everything they sell. This is what I have access to, stuff I don't have access to. And then this is like our med shop. Minty Tactical has like armor, backpacks, whatever, armor modules, all that kind of stuff. Merchant of Death doesn't have anything right now. That's to come. And then Spectre has all of our guns. So if we go here, I can pull up the different guns I have access to. And then I basically have this like scanner here that I can use to add these to my cart. Then you go to checkout, you can buy these things, and then these will get sent back to your safe house where you can then take them out and use them. So the other thing of note is you obviously can sell all of your stuff. So if you go into the trade room, you can drop an item on this and then sell it to any of those traders, which also helps you level up your rep with them. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna go to play, and then you basically have 2 maps right now, although a third one is coming. So we have Missile Silo, which is a very dark, close quarters map, and then we have Island of Tabor, which is a lot more open, which I'm gonna be doing Island today because it's a little bit brighter, a little bit easier to see on the screen, and also I'll probably just live longer because it's more spaced out. But you can see 12 players will spawn into Island, 6 players will spawn into Missile Silo. So we're gonna go ahead and do Island of Tabor and hit deploy. You can also see there's a squad system in the game, so you can actually bring 2 friends in, so you can have a squad of 3 and drop into either Missile Silo or Island. Another thing of note is that this game does run on Quest 2. The graphics obviously aren't quite as good, but I played on Quest 2 before I played on PC, and to be honest, like it's totally worth playing. Even if back when I played it, it was so buggy, but it was still so fun. I played it anyway. All right, so you can see we pop in. Sometimes it takes a second for all of your gear to load in here. Also, there are open comms in the game, so this green light on my watch means that my mic is open right now, which I don't necessarily want, so I'm gonna hold my hand up to my mouth and press X, and that'll go red, so that means my in-game mic is quiet. Woo. I didn't realize I brought this, but turn off my lasers for now. Boom. So island is definitely relatively large compared to missile silo, but this sort of like prison compound sees a lot of action. And usually there's a player that spawns over on that corner and then another one over on that side and one like far on that corner. Once you kind of learn those spawns, you sort of learn where to look out for people from. So I'm going to see if I can move this way and maybe catch somebody unawares. That sounds promising. Where were they shooting? Was somebody shooting at me? I think those were AI, which is another thing I'm not. Oh, here we go. Here's a player. Try to lay low and wait for him to get closer if I can. Or you could just... Out of ammo already, jeez. Wow, that took me way longer to take him down than I thought it would. Alright, let's throw an extra mag in my pouch here. Definitely should have waited till I got closer to start that firefight, but whatever. That must have been, that initial shooting must have been him fighting the guy in the tower. Oh yeah, he had some stuff. Alright. SSD. Also rocking a Galil, very respectable. And I'm going to leave the helmet off just because I don't like the way it looks in the recording, but apparently I can't grab it. So there's a bug already. You get to see a bug. I don't love that I'm just like sitting right here right now. Let's move these to the top. But there we got some food. We got a grenade. Got a grip. Hey, give me that. And extra heals. I don't think he hit me at all, so that's cool. I mean, he was iron sights, you know. No hate, no hate. It's hard life. Oh, I already have it block. Okay, let's just throw that in here. And I think I'm gonna circle back up around onto the hill because I'm gonna assume that people are pushing into here. Try to make sure nobody's sneaking on me through the hills. Was making quite a bit of noise. All right. So another thing here is my watch actually shows me where all my exfil points are. So because I spawned over there on this side of the island, all my exfils are going to be like far on that side of the island, and I'm on this side of the island. So we do need to move that way. Another thing I'm looking at is this blue door right here. People go in there, and then if that door's open, you know somebody's been around at least. Although sometimes people do close it. So, you know, you never know. It's kind of seeming pretty quiet. I just hate moving in on this prison compound. I'm not going to lie. Feels exposed in there. But we'll check this guardhouse for any loot. Ammo crate. Yeah, we don't care about that. Impact grenade. Gotta love that. And then this is a side rail for an AKM, which I actually really like to use, so go ahead and grab that too. Basically grab anything that I will use or anything that's worth money. And try to avoid grabbing big stuff that's not worth very much. Okay, I could open this gate, but it's really squeaky. Actually, no, let's just do it. Yeah, you get the idea. So if somebody hears that, they'll usually get right on it. So we want to live. I know there's usually an AI strolling here. I don't know, maybe we move in on prison tower. Ooh. To run towards the shots or run away? That is the question. Now let's go in. Let's go in here. Okay, so we got a water bottle. This one is actually almost full, which is pretty great. I'm just gonna go ahead and stash that in case I get thirsty during this raid. Whoops. Hey, grab it. And also a little protein bar. Can't go wrong with that. Wow, a lot of impact grenades coming up. And sometimes you can fit these in your backpack, but mine is pretty full. Let's see. Nailed it. Okay. And a little tackle box. I mean, we got a full backpack already. We could just head to exfil. You know, you could always go for better loot, but you get too greedy and you get dead. So I don't think there's any other players around here. Oh, jeez. If I open the gate enough to get out, there we go. Okay, the shots I heard earlier sounded like they came from that side of the island, which makes sense. There's like a secret loot room over there, and it's like recently added, so it's really, really popular. And a lot of battles happen there because you're really exposed when you try to get into it. We'll head that way. And this, oh, it actually looks like this loot crate is open. So this over here is actually an exfil point, but I'll show you it's not mine. So you can see on my watch, not pointing over here. But then that little like red light on that box, that indicates that this is not my exfil. So there is a church building up here that's a spawn point. And the spawns are staggered, so you don't necessarily all spawn in at the same time. I don't know if they're always staggered or how exactly that works, but you just never know. Somebody could have spawned in there just now. No clue. There's also a raid timer on my watch that you can check. If that runs out, everybody dies. So it's kind of like, you know, get your stuff done before the raid timer. Right. This is where, so on top of this building, that's where you jump down to the secret room on the far corner. So if there were players shooting shots in this area, kind of expect it to be around there. It doesn't have to be. Could have been somewhere else. It certainly creates some chaos because you get people just like rushing that spot. I don't really want to like make the effort to go there. Is that a player behind that truck? That's kind of sketchy feeling. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. It looks like there's a player standing right there looking at me, and I'm just not gonna look long enough to find out. So we could go in this big building and do some looting, but I kind of want to just keep a move on. So there's a ladder this side of the building that goes up to the roof, which will also take you to that secret loot room. So it's always worth checking if people are running up there. But we're gonna just see if we can't live. I just want to live for this video. That's like my goal, you know? Got a player kill and I want to live. These signs right here are mines, so basically it just means don't step on the signs. You can kind of go around them, but if you get too close to any of the signs, you will die. All right, so here we got an AI. Ow, jeez. Why so accurate? Sometimes these AI just pick you off from so far away. You can just run in close. Okay, those doors are closed. Usually that means nobody has been here yet. This is a silencer, but not for my gun. We'll throw that in the backpack. A spoon. I love spoons. 2 spoons. Smoke grenade. Is he just shooting at me through the floor? Okay, it doesn't look like anything's been looted, so it should be clear as far as player goes. Okay, that's like the lowest tier armor. It doesn't protect you at all, I don't think. It just holds armor modules. Wow, so many spoons in this building. Yes, okay, like this side. Actually, I'll just throw it on the glial that's on my hip. If I lose my sight, I just have another one. Another laser for my second glial. I'm kidding. This is a flashlight I can throw on there. All right. That is actually the worst part about Quest 2 is the flashlights on the Quest 2 look terrible. I don't know if they fixed it or not. I'm not very organized with my backpack right now. Okay, do I want to jump up here and kill this guy? Probably should have done it from the ground, if we're being honest. Ooh, okay, that silencer is for this. Let's go. Feeling kind of overpowered now. So here's what we're gonna do for our little roof friend here. We're gonna pull this baby out. Then we're gonna turn that sight on. Oh geez, you're right there. What's up, dude? Oh, he had lots of mags for us. Excuse me, sir. Try to keep an eye out for players so I don't just get sniped while I'm up here. AKM, that's one of my favorite guns, but I'm not gonna take it. Do I take the mag? Let's do it. Okay. I can buy the AKM now, so I'm not as worried about looting it. And these have so much gear on them that I might as well just hold on to it. Ooh, Tommy gun. See, Tommy gun, I actually do like. I just never want to carry Tommy guns. And that is a mag for one of my snipers. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that too. Yeah, this has actually been a very successful raid. I know I haven't had very many player interactions, but I'm cool with that. At least I got one kill. You guys gotta see one, you know? We're just gonna jump downsies. And okay, so we have exfil this way, which is usually the safest exfil this side of the island, because later on, not many people are looking over there unless they're also trying to exfil. But gonna watch downhill, gonna not back into these mines. These little camps have loot in them too. It's usually not that great of loot, but always worth watching for players. Yeah, looks like somebody already looted. Probably somebody who spawned over here. Not seeing any movement. Nice and peaceful. Make our way down. And then there's some AI that spawn over here. Make sure we're not going to get shot as we go to exfil. Okay, it looks like they're either dead or all the way down there. Couple big loot crates here. I'm just going to ignore them though for the sake of the exfil. There you can see my green light exfil, which means I can actually get out. Usually a good idea to just kind of like watch your back. You move faster if you're facing forwards, but you just never know. And we'll check this one since it's right here. Nothing. All right. Once you get close enough to one of the exfils with the green lights, it'll give you a countdown and you get out. That was a pretty successful raid. I know I've been getting stuck on 7 before it punches you out. I killed a ghost and a Phoenix. So the Phoenix are basically the AI. Ghosts are the players. So I killed a player and an AI. Back in here, that's basically Ghost of Tabor. So you can see, I mean, I didn't do too much for my missions, but I did finish this kill quest, so I can turn that in and I can pick it up again if I wanted to do that one again. And then usually what I do is I'll go to the armory actually and drop off any weapons that I want to keep. Sometimes it's a little finicky. Go to the big wall, it's a little less finicky. I'll take this off because I'm not going to run one right after that. And then we can go to the trade room and sell anything that I don't want to keep. Actually, we'll put this with our, as I think I can use this for a mission, so I'm kind of collecting them a little bit. And then the only other thing I really want to get rid of is like the guns in here. I don't care that much about. And we'll sell this drum mag. Sell the grenades. Cool. I think the rest of the stuff we're keeping, so we're just going to set that up. And then you can pick who to sell to. And like I said, selling actually increases your level with them. So depending on who you're working on, even though this is paying more, if I'm really working on Jiri's, I'll sell to Jiri. So I'm going to sell a lot to Jiri. Yeah, so that's how you make money, and then you can use that to pay traders to get more stuff, and there's really not much else to it. There is a gun range upstairs. There's a power room actually, so before you get off of the game, you do want to shut off your generator. It will drain. I'll show you the gun range. So this is the gun range if you want to come practice your stuff, but it does use your actual ammo, so you're limited to the ammo that you have. And then also there is the vault, which I didn't show you earlier. This basically houses all of your money. I just have this tiny little duffel. I'm so poor. But this will actually fill up with like stacks of cash when you have all your money. Barracks is just kind of like an area. It's a lounge area. It has a little bit of storage and stuff and a giant bathroom for you to go to the bathroom. And then there's a never wipe room because there are wipes in this game. So eventually we'll have this where we can like keep stuff if we don't want it to get erased. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's shut off the power. And that will be the end of the video. I hope that this helped you get an understanding of the game. Okay, goodbye. Sweet peace.